Could that be just from water? I don't know. It's like an arch right there too. Ooh. Howls. Way off. Just one, I guess. There we go. Nice timing. I don't know if those picked up though. Holy shit. Holy shit. As you may know if you've watched any of my other videos, I spent about 5 out of 6 months solo camping in East Texas on a Sasquatch expedition. I camped in areas I've either heard of or as close as I could get to reports on the Bigfoot mapping project. I also researched East Texas on podcasts, Facebook, etc., and stayed in some areas I've heard of from those as well, such as Boykin Springs, Stubblefield, Sam Houston and Davy Crockett National Forests, and some other areas. I experienced a number of things you could suspect as Sasquatch activity. Some of it not so obvious, but all combined, I'd say it's been an interesting excursion. One thing I heard and recorded quite a bit of was howls. Most were canine-like howls. During my expedition in Texas, I wondered who made them. Coyotes, wolves, wild dogs, Sasquatch, or even dogmen. I do believe some of the aforementioned areas are within the Dogman Triangle. Either way, I think it captures some pretty cool howls, even in person a few times. In this video, I'll play those recordings or videos with the howls and show some exploring I did in or around some of those areas. Once again, there's tons of arches. Looks like a big one right there. Couple right there. My goodness, there's a lot. Look at that one. That's the big one I was talking about. It's got that tree leaning up that way too. Wow. Crazy if these were not natural. Arches and palmettos. The idea, once again, I'm thinking tonight is to spend a little time out here, a couple hours, kind of walking around and see if I hear anything, try to tell where it came from. And then maybe put a recorder nearby where I heard it. But I don't know how that works. I don't know if whoever it is that vocalizes always does it in the same area. Almost like a footprint. It's probably too dark to see that. Or no, I don't know how that works, but I'd love to figure out if there's certain nights where there's more vocalizations, what the conditions are or anything like that. Pileated woodpecker. Maybe we'll get an owl call soon. Man, all the arch trees out here is something else. Definitely a lot. I haven't seen a lot of areas with this many. Look at that thing. Wow. There's a couple of them in there. So many. It's wild. Let's see how the top of this one is. Looks like it's all kind of hooked into that. Funny how, if you look back where I just came from, it's pretty dark. And you spin around this way, quite a bit brighter right there. Thinking that's a swamp or something from the sounds I'm hearing over there. And it doesn't look like too many trees right there. Starting to get dark, so hopefully we'll hear some stuff. If not, it's all good. Just have a good time out in the woods. Can't go wrong doing that. Wow, man, that is a huge tree. Not many like that around here. It's definitely a wet, boggy area, so you could say that the wetness did that. Damn, that is so tall. That tree ball, root ball. This looks crazy. Wow, that is, man, that's high up. And in typical fashion, well, I guess typical fashion for my hikes, I don't know about root balls, but then there's like a double arch right next to it. And that's interesting. It's sort of held down by a couple of sticks leaning over there. Hopefully this isn't too dark. Oh, it looks like a big limb. That is cool. I guess Some people watching probably think a limb just fell and did that, and others might think it was placed there to create these arches. This has got to be one of the biggest trees I've seen around. Too bad she fell. Wow. All muddy too. Seems like it would be prime for prints. It's gonna be dark pretty soon. I don't know what it is, but there's a little bit of a calm before the storm vibe out here tonight, to me anyways. Hopefully a storm of vocals. There's just a quietness, like something's ready to erupt. And that could just be in my head. It's a good night for recording though, nice and calm. Nothing worse than a windy night when you wanna record audio. So we'll see what happens. Can't remember the last time I was out and heard nothing. It's probably 75, 76 right now. It's wild. There's a couple sounds. That was odd. Makes you wonder. You can see that this broke off right there, and how it caught this tree, which is like 20, 30 feet over there. Jammed in there, wow. Huh. Kind of like this one, kind of doesn't make sense. That would have reached all the way over to here. It's over 10 feet away. This thing fell a long time ago too, it looks like. The big one. It's It's got to be like 15 feet up. Same area the next day. There's quite a bit of birds and stuff. Huge. That's 20, 25 feet up. Wow. Another one. Wow. Whoa. Something just fell. There's some howls. Wow. So I'm down by a creek and just looking at this. I always take a look at bends and arches and all that. It's held down by this, which doesn't even really look like it was. That's from there. If you look. Possibly from there. Maybe, but what's let's see. Then when I came up here, I noticed you got that. That's the one that goes all the way down. But then what I found pretty interesting was how this intersects here with that one. And then you have that. And this break is not even close to in line with where that one would have fallen. It actually looks like it's over the top. Yeah. So that break goes over. How weird is that? It's interesting. You have a closer look at these. And it's just kind of funny how this ends sort of almost flush with the tree. Yeah, the fact that that broke and then it's over the top. I mean, how would that have gotten caught by this way over here? You know, that thing fell over here 15 feet away from that. It's interesting. I was looking at this. I thought it was Kind of strange how this is just, I don't even know how it's propped up. I guess a tiny little piece of that is holding it up, which seems odd in itself. But I also noticed the bark on this is different than all the closest trees right around here. It matches some that are a little ways away, like they're pines or something like that. Like there's one, that one has similar bark, but it seems odd that it would land all the way over here and stay propped up like that. I'm also noticing it is pretty quiet right here in this area. I can hear some stuff a little ways away, but pretty quiet right now. That was a nice howl. Let's see if we hear it again. Get out of here, plane. Maybe that's what set him off. Well, that was freaking cool. Once again, I heard those in close proximity. I feel like a very high percentage of the closer howls that I've recorded are when I'm actually out here. I just listened to a recording from the other night, and I heard just a couple less than I just heard right now, all through the whole night. So pretty cool coincidence, I guess. I got to be out and hear those in person. Wonder what they are. Are they all just coyotes or something else? The obligatory whippoorwill. Too bad there's a plane. There was just a whippoorwill really close, and when I turned on the camera, it stopped. I notice the moon's out. Wonder if that has anything to do with howls. talk about the full. There it is. I keep facing this way. Sounds of the night. Right next to me. Right over there. Oh, it didn't stop. Cool. I just started moving, so. Oh, nope. It's a cool way to end my little hike. Right through an arch. That's so cool. Look at that. Creepy, huh? Now that I'm on this side, I don't think I want to go in there. See the moon a little bit better from the road. My phone's not the best at getting the moon. It's all fuzzy. Looks like an orb there, but that's just the phone doing that. A little one and a big one. So cool. Like the same shape. There's a deer right across from me here. Little skinny looking there.